Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. I have a beautiful meditation journey planned for you. And just before we get started, I'd like to remind you to get yourself ready by paying a little bit of attention to your breath. Slow down your breathing. Focus on inhaling through your nose. Make sure you draw the breath from your nose all the way through downwards into your belly, as if there's a balloon in your belly, and you can inflate the balloon in your belly as you inhale and deflate the balloon in your belly as you exhale. Slow breaths, nice and deep. And you'll be ready to float away with us in just a few minutes. Good morning, Sunmarie. Good morning, Estelle. Awesome seeing you there. Right, today's meditation is called I Am the Mountain. And probably about 2 years ago during this meditation, I wondered, is there a nice poem that I can pair this meditation with? So I searched around and found the perfect poem for this meditation. The poem doesn't tell the story exactly the way we do the meditation, but it's a very, very valid point and teaching that this poem makes by Laura Ding Edwards. So before I read the poem, here's a couple of thoughts from the poem. We often equate climbing a mountain to the things we need to do, goals we need to reach, growth we need to have in our lives, climbing that mountain. And the poem tries to say that yes, we have to climb that mountain in order to grow. Hey Charlene, good morning, it's good to see you. But there needs to be a bit of wisdom around climbing this mountain. We're often taught that we have to climb that mountain today. And the poem says, well, do we have to climb it today? Or can we sometimes, when what we need is a bit of rest, take the rest and climb again tomorrow? A really, really beautiful way to say that, the way I always think of the Serenity Prayer. When do we put our foot on the accelerator? When do we take our foot off the accelerator? And how do we find the wisdom to know when to push harder and when to hold back and rest a little bit? Because there's a balance there. And it's not always easy to find that balance. Leshna, very good morning. It's good to see you. So listen to the words. It's called The Mountain Poem by Laura Ding Edwards. She says, if the mountain seems too big today, then climb a hill instead. If the morning brings you sadness, it is okay to stay in bed. If the day ahead weighs heavy and your plans feel like a curse, there is no shame in rearranging. Don't make yourself feel worse. If a shower stings like needles and a bath feels like you'll drown. If you haven't washed your hair for days, don't throw away your crown. A day is not a lifetime, and rest is not defeat. Don't think of it as failure, just a quiet, kind retreat. It's okay to take a moment from an anxious, fractured mind. The world will not stop turning while you get realigned. The mountain will still be there when you want to try it again. So climb it in your own time and love yourself till then. So notice it's not trying to say that we shouldn't climb the mountain and we should put off climbing the mountain forever. But there's a wisdom in knowing when to climb and when to rest, or when to put the mountain aside for today and climb a hill instead. This will be in this morning's email when I send it out just after meditation. If you want to read it again, I think it's one of the most beautiful poems I've ever read. Right, if you are ready, our meditation today is called I Am the Mountain. And you can close your eyes and let's slip away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. Make yourself a little bit taller. Once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. When you breathe out, soften. Soften your spine, slump down your shoulders and drop your head. Just imagine for a moment the presence that a mountain has. While you keep doing your own full body breathing, inhaling all the way up and exhaling all the way down. Just imagine this immovable presence over eons. Can you imagine the wisdom that comes from being able to observe how everything comes? And again, almost everything goes. Like watching the tide flow in and also out. And the seasons come and go. Over our lifetime, we are limited in the span of what we can see come and go. But imagine the wisdom that comes from observing for millennia. Do you think we might have a better sense of what's really important? And what is really not? Your mountain has this wisdom. Your soul has seen how everything comes and most everything goes. And you have this wisdom in you. This wisdom is you. And we can do better and better at accessing it. It takes a bit of practice. And it starts with learning how to be the mountain, how to embody this immovable space, even in the middle of the storm. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, you could drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles. Big half circles forward and to the left. And forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards. Big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. And as you release, focus on your spine. See if you can curve your spine into an S by tilting your head in one direction and tilting your hips in the opposite direction. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. softened into presence as much as we can. We can turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel all the way into your body and invite softness into every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in. And hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath only for as long as it feels really comfortable, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath as you dive deep into you, remind yourself of your mountain. Zoom out and fly all around your mountain, seeing it from top to bottom. Take your next big breath. I'd love you to be open and playful with this experience. We're going to create some imagery, some visualization of your mountain. And the more you can get into it, the more you can see the pictures of your mountain, the lower your brain waves go. And the more you can slip into a deeper brainwave state, the more you are talking to your subconscious, the more successful you are at creating the new patterns that you want to create. Have fun with us as we take a look at your mountain. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take a look at the vegetation of your mountain. What plants grow there? Take your next big breath. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take a look at the animals of your mountain. And for today specifically, see if you can find their babies. Do they have young ones? What do they look like? Take your next big breath. next big breath as you dive deep into you. Take a look at the birds of your mountain. And for today specifically, search for their young. Can you find their babies? Take your next big breath. And then sit again as your mountain. Embody this immovable space with recognition for all of this life happening and coming and going. Take your next big breath. While you sit as your mountain, with the sun touching the surface of your mountain, what does your mountain feel about sitting in this sunlight, bathing in this warmth? Take your next big breath. And then if the clouds roll in front of the sun, the sunlight's gone and it starts to rain, how does your mountain feel about drops of rain sliding down its surface, turning into little rivulets and streams. How does your mountain feel about this change in the weather? Take your next big breath. And then when the sun goes down and the rain turns into a storm, the wind picks up and wind and rain lashes the surface of your mountain. It is pitch black darkness except for the occasional lightning strike that for a moment turns the world back into daylight. How does your mountain feel about sitting in the middle of the storm? Take your next big breath. No storm lasts forever. The morning light always comes around again. As your mountain sits in a fresh new morning with the first rays of sunlight touching its face, how does your mountain feel about the new day breaking? Take your next big breath. We'll take the last big breath of this phase together. Just one more big breath to slip out of the breath holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. Feel yourself just floating. Just like your mountain, your soul is timeless. It holds the wisdom of seeing all of it come and most of it go. It's a place we can check in with, and find that there's a deep sense of knowing there is a guidance there. It's never gone, it's never lost, but we feel disconnected from it. When fear makes our own inner space noisy, when our fears become too loud, it becomes very difficult to hear the whisper of wisdom. It is always present, though. And we only find ourselves in the presence of this wisdom when we are indeed present too. While we are stuck in our story of the past, our soul and the wisdom of our soul doesn't live in the past. We can't hear it there. When we are stuck in our fear about the future, the wisdom of our soul doesn't live in the future, and we won't hear the whisper there. It is only by being intensely present that we find that our soul is only ever present. And this is where we can hear the wisdom. Ask, and it shall be given. Ask and listen. You will hear your soul speak. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for having found the mountain in me. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for becoming better at recognizing when I'm stuck in a past story or future anxiety. Recognizing when I'm not being present. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that no matter what kind of weather the environment holds, there is always this immovable space within me. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for coming to sit on your mountain together with us. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Good morning, Maggie. Thank you for bringing out your mountain into our circle too. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Lashna. Thank you, Sunmari. Thank you, Estelle. Wishing you a beautiful day. And tomorrow morning this space will be right here for you again. Ciao, ciao.